Hi, I'm Father Sean Mcmanus, President of the Irish National Caucus in Washington, D.C., and the Chief Judge of the World Peace Prize. To date, I have made 6 videos on our One Ireland petition and on the upcoming 100th anniversary of England's partition of Ireland, which was enacted December 23, 1920. Our One Ireland petition states simply and beautifully, Ireland too has the right to be one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, in the meantime, we have received lots of requests for more information on the work of the Irish National Caucus. So I thought the best thing I could do is to refer people to the new edition of my memoirs, My American Struggle for Justice in Northern Ireland. It's the 3rd US edition, 2019, and it is available on Amazon and from the Irish National Caucus.org. Let me explain a little bit about the books. My first edition of the book was published in Ireland in 2011. And this was it. Now look at the new edition. As you can see, the new edition is much larger and bigger in every ways. It has 125 extra pages for a total of 464 pages. And the pages are much larger than in the original edition. And it has 41 additional photos for a total of 59 photos. Now, this book is unique because no other book tells this story, which consists totally of primary sources. No other book could tell this story because, quite frankly, no one has done the work I have done on Ireland with the US Congress over the last 50 years, day in, day out. That cannot be disputed. And I did our work against huge odds, against the British Embassy, and sadly to say, against the Irish Embassy, which for years and years, unfortunately, opposed everything I did, to the delight of the British Embassy, of course. Both embassies got big-name Irish Catholic members of Congress to back off criticizing the British government. Got them, in effect, to be complicit with England's anti-Catholic oppression in Northern Ireland, the torture of political prisoners, and state-sponsored assassination of Catholics, as well as anti-Catholic discrimination in employment, etc., etc. In a word, big Irish Catholic members of Congress went along for years and years with England's wholesale violation of human rights in Northern Ireland. which is the bogus state England set up through partition to be anti-Irish and anti-Catholic, which was the only way England in 1920 could hold on to a little part of Ireland. Well, however, thank God, despite massive opposition, the Irish National Caucus prevailed against all odds. We took our cause to members of Congress who were Italian Americans, Jewish Americans, African Americans, so forth and so on, and thus prevailed. We forced the Northern Ireland issue in the US Congress despite powerful opposition. We broke the ban on congressional hearings on human rights in Northern Ireland, which was a huge triumph. We got congressional hearings on policing and on Catholic discrimination by American companies doing business in Northern Ireland. And we got a hearing on our famous McBride principles. We got hearings on England's collusion with Protestant murder gangs, so forth and so on. And we got our McBride principles enshrined into US law. Not to mention, we got it passed into law in many states in the United States. And very importantly, we got a ban on the sale of US weapons to the sectarian anti-Catholic police in Northern Ireland, the old RUC, along with other congressional restrictions on the RUC, it must be noted. My memoirs tell this story and so much more. No one has been able to contradict its facts, its truthfulness, and authenticity. It speaks truth to power and is not afraid to stand up for equality, unity, justice, and peace in all of Ireland, in all 32 counties of Ireland. Every Irish patriot will love this book, and no Irish home should be without it. Thank you. God save Ireland.